name. Sometimes it's with a band, as Ben knows, because he was a great part of it. He added this amazing violin to the sound. But I didn't change the name when I sort of, not switched, but kind of thought, let me, see what I can do with just singer-songwriter and then, do the
You
band.
used to play with the big jester hat on.
Yes, sometimes I had the hat on.
Yeah, that was cool.
But some people told me, oh, it's distracting from the song, and people think it's just a fool's.
No.
Kind of a full thing, but
Some people have their opinions.
I
You
think
just gotta do what you gotta do if you're an artist.
Most people have opinions, right? Some of them express it, but yeah, like
It was a cool hat. It was a really cool
I
hat.
still have it. It's got 13 horns. In fact, that one got stolen from my car, but they're only like $15 on Amazon. I got another one.
$15 on Amazon.
Yeah, I think that's so. Wait, 15 divided by 13.
Well, I've got Skeleton Nietzsche skull mask.
Oh, cool.
I'll show you Skeleton Nietzsche sometime. Maybe a little later tonight or something. But what are you gonna play for us tonight? Maybe like 7, 8, 9, 10 songs.
Whatever flows. I have over 100 songs. Some in English, some in Russian.
Can you do them both? And in Ukrainian too.
Actually, so some of my songs. So I'm originally from Ukraine, even though I grew up in San Francisco, and
It's an awful situation that's going on.
yeah, it's very, very. Can I swear?
Oh yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
People are dying, women are getting raped, children are getting killed. All the displaced people, the refugees in Europe, the refugees inside Ukraine, the sex trafficking that's happening to the girls and boys, just, the refugees that are here that, seeing if their house is okay because rockets flew into the building, somebody's father is fighting, somebody's brother's in the army. Like I recently, it's not that there was a lot of money, but a friend decided to volunteer, even though he's medically should be unfit to fight. But it's not like you get all the ammo you need. So I helped him with a little bit of money to get the right boots, the right vest, the right headphones for explosions, the right helmet for shrapnel, and then you have to get a gun, but you want to improve it, to modernize it. So it's not like Ukraine has enough weapons or supplies for.
Hey, we get some Ukrainian listeners sometimes, so maybe you can put a shout out to them or something.
Slava Ukraini, Geroyam Slava. That's what we say. Those of you who probably by now a lot of people know this. So I'm from the Russian-speaking part of Ukraine. So my native language is Russian. My family never spoke Ukrainian. I understand it relatively well, but it's hard for me to really form a proper sentence. And it's been on my list to really try. And I have a lot of Ukrainian-speaking friends, and our sessions last about 10 minutes, then we switch to Russian because it becomes inconvenient to, what is this word and how do I properly form this sentence? And we just sort of switch to Russian, and an hour later,
Ukrainian girls really knocked me out to leave the West behind. Moscow girls would make me scream and shout. And JoJo's always on my mind.
Yeah, when in doubt, quote the Beatles, because I can hardly go wrong.
Well, what's the first song you're thinking about playing?
So let me play. I think this was the first song that I wrote not about the war, because I live in the United States of America and we have our own fucked up current events. So I hope I don't upset any conservative Republican listeners with this song. It's called Love and State. This was written.
They'll tell you to go back to where you came from.
Hey, I'm a fucking American citizen, so you can go back.
Well, that's as long as the baby hasn't born yet, then they want it to live and live a good life. But as soon as it's born, nothing.
Yeah, So it's one of these things. I just think, regardless of religious beliefs, because some people are religious, every developed country needs to have legalized abortions. It's been proven. So taking a step back because of religion or political agendas, or because that lets you get votes because some people firmly believe in this or that. We're taking steps back. We're the most advanced country in the world in some ways, and the most backwards country in the world.
I have my own opinions about it. I feel like.
How dare you?
It could be a mistake to let some of these babies go, but the situation is you can't pay for them, you can't feed them, and the world's going overpopulated. It's it's a new world order.
Yeah, it's again, I want to be as respectful to the faithful as I possibly can, being an atheist and a pagan. I'm very much a pagan, even though I'm a Jew by blood, which...
You went to Burning Man.
Well, yeah, more than once, and I'm a Jew by blood. I'm 100% Eastern European Jewish according to ancestry.
They're
I'm
the
also
best fiddle players.
well, not me. I never studied music. I'm always in awe of people, whatever ethnic background they are, that can play like Ben. But I will tell you that I'm related to Jesus. So
Okay.
shut the fuck up.
Well,
if you have any issues,
I'll let you start. What's this song called?
it's called Love and State.
Love and State.
Love and State.
Love and State.
In the temples of minds, in the temples, laws are made to control, are made from the temples. Burned alive at the stake, in the name of liberty, for some God's sake. Oh, let there be separation of home and state. Oh, let there be, oh, let there be. Oh, let there be separation of love and state. Oh, let there be, oh, let there be. In the age of crusades and inquisition, in our orifices the state making decisions, and freedom seems to be only a statue. But what will it forbid and what will it let you? Choices of freedom of choices, and they scream pro with against voices. The rhetoric spangled from sea to sea, trusting God or the devil, oh say can you see? Oh, let there be separation of womb and state. Oh, let there be, oh, let there be. Oh, let there be separation of love and state. Oh, let there be, oh, let there be. Oh, let there be separation of womb and state. Oh, let there be, oh, let there be. Oh, let there be separation of love and state. Oh, let there be, oh, let there be.
That was good, man.
Thank you. So, and I'll play one of the songs that was inspired or came out. I don't know if inspired is the right word. When
What was that one about?
this previous one,
Yeah.
Roe versus Wade.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get it now. That's why you were talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, how are you? Yes.
Can you play?
Yeah, it looked familiar, but I don't remember your name.
That's my brother's
brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you sound good, man.
Thanks, appreciate it. And
What you got next for us?
next one is called Freedom.
Freedom?
Freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah, and this was one of the war songs I wrote in the last few months, and the war has been going on since February, so we're in 6 months of the war.
Yeah.
And this one has a bridge in Ukrainian. It's actually a second chorus, I think, to be proper. Not that I know anything about music, but it's got a verse, chorus, verse, chorus 1, chorus 2. Chorus 2 is in Ukrainian, and the phrase translates to "Together we will defeat the plague."
Wow. That's heavy. Oh, how you doing?
Freedom, what is your price? 1,000 lives, a million tears. Freedom, why is the war played like a whore with the sum of all fear? Shelter, where is your sky? Can you deny those at your border? Shelter, they say it will pass for those of us who see the new order. Children crying, children dying. How can we ever change the scores? The scourge Justice, how are you served? Is it deserved to be slaughtered? Justice, may you be served. A posthumous gift is all that you offer. Children crying, children dying. How can we ever change the scars, the scourge? If there's life on other planets, are they also civilized for wars? For wars. Razum, переможемо заразу. Разом переможемо заразу. Разом, разом, разом переможемо.
So, that was good.
Thank you.
What's the next one going to be about?
The next one, so I'll play a song that so far is my biggest hit. It got 7,000 views on Facebook.
7,000 views on Facebook? Wow.
Yeah, and I'm fully dressed in it too.
Fully dressed.
Yeah, this is a song about
bikini?
this is a song about San Francisco. It's called "The Land of Junkies and Engineers," and I wrote it in 18. So this is before the pandemic. So even though you may think some of the stuff was inspired by the pandemic, it wasn't. It was just how we lived before the pandemic too. In the land of junkies and engineers live Democrats, bums, millionaires, shamans, doctors, lawyers, and masters, poets, musicians, burners, and jesters, unaffordable prices and sidewalks that safe can coexist. Or so we think, skyscrapers like tampons above all the crime, shaking from stress and from earthquakes sometimes. But exits exist. For select few, the American dream. Where are you? Lie, la, la, lie, la, la, lie, la, lie. The American dream. Where are you? Lie, la, la, lie, la, la, lie, la, lie. The American dream. There is no free time, no matter pursuit. We're ultimate pimps and prostitutes. The summer like winter, the winter like fall. The Silicon Gulch, the Valley of Gold. The insane are happy with their war guns. The reality show of nooses undone. The home of the brave, the land of the free, where death and taxes are guaranteed. But exits exist for select few. The American dream. Where are you? Lie, la, la, lie, la, la, lie, la, lie. The American dream. Where are you? Lie, la, la, lie, la, la, lie, la, lie. The American dream. Leaving your house no longer required. Amazon will deliver to your heart's desire. Happy or sad, dead or alive, don't leave your place. And you can survive rubbing shoulders with bombs and the technique. The infantile smiles are incomplete, and the fog makes it all surprisingly clear. In the land of junkies and engineers, and engineers. The streets are filled with inequality. The society has other priorities. The bubble of tech and real estate. The bubble of sober conscious states. The land of computers. The land of computers. The land of hopes. The land of chaos. The land of junkies and engineers. But exist for select few, the American dream. Where are you? Lie, la, la, lie, la, la, lie, la, lie. The American dream. Where are you? Lie, la, la, lie, la, la, lie, la, lie. The American dream. Where are you? Lie, la, la, lie, la, la, lie, la, lie. The American dream. Whew.
Well, that was interesting.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is, I don't even know what style it is. I guess it's my style.
I just noticed I'm monitoring in in the other room, and the subtitles are coming out just perfectly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that's a new feature.
YouTube's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what it did with my Ukrainian bridge, but I guess by now they probably hired
I think it actually got the Ukrainian too, probably.
They probably hired 100 Ukrainian speakers and adjusted
They did get the
AI.
prostitutes lyric.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they didn't, because I think they're colluding with the with the illegal industry.
Yeah.
Let's legalize everything except maybe coke and heroin and just tax the shit out of it, and build schools and provide funding for artists.
That's what I am proposing every day to everybody except to the parents that I teach their kids.
All right. Okay, I don't know. It's not really interactive, so I'm thinking another song that I wrote about the war. Actually, it'll be my interactive. Another war song, a love song. What do you think I should?
You and I are both hot up. You better do a love song. Maybe somebody will send you a letter and say, "Hey, hey,
so
welcome to America. Will you host me?"
So this will not get me in trouble because when it comes to ayahuasca, I do belong to a church of various churches because if you're part of a church, it's a religious ceremonial substance and it's legal.
Oh yeah.
So I wrote this song coming off in an ayahuasca ceremony. It's called "What Matters Most."
Okay.
Heading into the light, comprehension aside, giving in to the worries and pains. A wanderer's wander, a journey ahead, holding hands with the unexplained. It's just a figure of speech you can reach. It's just a figure of thought, so we ought get a little bit lost to be able to find what matters most. The trees grow branches, dare to climb. Heads grow eyes, dare to see. The wisdom of stones are written in stone. Letting it go and letting it be. It's just a figure of speech you can reach. It's just a figure of thoughts, so we ought get a little bit lost to be able to find what matters most. It's just a figure of touch. It's just a figure of light. It's just a figure of light. It's just a figure of love. It's just a figure of touch. It's just a figure of light. It's just a figure of light. It's just a figure of love. Ooh. One day we'll go, you'll take their place. Ready or not, instructions are such. Well, you will grow, you'll master the race. Letting it go and stay in touch. It's just a figure of speech you can reach. It's just a figure of thoughts, so we ought get a little bit lost to be able to find what matters most.
All right. Hey, I just realized that I can put you on
Lafayette Originals Instagram too. So I'm gonna throw you on there.
How is that Pornhub connection coming along? Because we had this idea with Ben that we just go on Pornhub and we just do songwriter music stuff completely appropriate. Well, inappropriate for Pornhub, but like Instagram, like appropriate, just fully dressed, just music, classical, whatever, jazz, songwriters stuff. And, you know, maybe we can beat out that, you know, the porn videos, because people after they are sort of like tired of the typical Pornhub fare, they'll be like, oh, art,
Typical.
art. You know, let me have a smoke and listen to some Bach, you know, after, you know, that.
I'm sure that'll make people like really in the mood.
I think Bach can just, you know, works before the mood, after the mood.
Well, Bach did have 27 children and nine wives, 3 wives and 27 children.
Well, a man who can play the organ,
You got
you gotta be pretty, like, you know, good at lots of shit at the same time, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, did the church allow that? Because he wrote a lot of church music.
Yeah.
Like, all his shit
one
is
wife
worship.
would die, and after having 7 children, and then he'd go and have another wife, and she'd have 9 children.
Wow. Is that the way to do it? Wow. Anyway. Okay. This one is called The Last Stop of Light. Some of my lyrics, if you haven't noticed yet, are pretty out there in terms of imagery and style. I'm influenced by Russian futurist poets and absurdist poets, and the names, you know, unless you're an aficionado of Russian poetry, like Joseph Brodsky, Vladimir Khlebnikov, those are kind of my big influences. But of course, then there's the lyricism of Western rock music. But I think, I don't know where my lyrics come from. Well, actually, I know where they come from. You want to know the secret? Everything has already been written. It's all up in the resource up there in the universe somewhere. And some of us have this antenna that just downloads it and regurgitates, repeats it. So this was all written already before. I just downloaded. Okay, The Last Stop of Light. Plucking the strings alone, having a talk with the sounds. What just happened is gone, but still hangs around. And maybe she'll smile, or may not even care. Plucking the strings can be a lonely affair. Synesthesia sky gives me vibrations. The feeling like I'm out high in self-conversation. And maybe I'll smile, or may not even care. Synesthesia can be a lonely affair. Maybe time will explain and may even cure. The rain stays on the plane, but who knows for sure. At the last stop of light, it's time to get out. Oh, would you please? Oh, would you please? Oh, would you please pass me a cloud? Pass me a cloud. The patience is good, but maybe old-fashioned. The dust of Dr. Freud in a stream session. And the laughers will laugh, so laughing me bare. So patience can be a lonely affair. All the paintings of God, painted by humans and the meaning of art, literate with lumens, where even she sat without a care. What is to the eye is closer than near. Maybe time will explain and may even cure. who knows for sure. At the last stop of life, it's time to get out. Oh, would you please? Oh, would you please? Oh, would you please pass me a cloud? Pass me a cloud. This one has too many chords, but I like every chord in it.
Can you hear the monitor going on in the other room?
No?
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure. This is the first time we've done this, so. And you definitely should come back, because
Yeah, we're getting lots of views.
well, you're getting a couple of people that are getting some comments and stuff.
Oh, nice. Yeah. The record company's calling you?
Yeah.
Because I'll need a violinist.
Off the hook.
I'll need a violinist and a media manager, and
Well, this is the right time. It's like you could do some Ukrainian war protest stuff that could make the record companies really happy.
Okay, so I should do a war song then. Another war song. Okay. So I wrote 8 songs, but some of them are just not well rehearsed, and I don't play them often.
Do you have one like Blind Chess with Putin or something? I'd play Blind Chess with Putin.
No, I don't have. I mean, my lyrics are pretty abstract. I don't like to say Putin, or I say war, because they're what are the synonyms?
Have you seen? I'm sorry. Did you see the deadweight Go to Hell Putin video I made?
I think I missed it. I'm sorry. I'll have to watch it.
I'll send it. I'll show you after this.
Yeah. So this one is called War. This is the first song I wrote in English about the war. I did write a few parodies in Russian, and Facebook blocked me for a day, and then the next day they changed the rule because it was okay to call Russians names because of the war. But when I wrote one of the parodies about a song about my hometown in Ukraine, which is Odessa, Ukraine, Facebook blocked me for, I guess it turned out to be about 16 hours, and then they changed their rules. But I used to host my poetry on a Russian poetry site. They blocked me because some of my parodies and some of my poems are super anti-Russia and anti-Putin and a lot of things. So this one is called War. Remembering stories told by grandparents, seeing history turning transparent, watching old photos turn into news. Once again, evil found an excuse for war. Lives torn apart. War. Lives torn to death. War. At our worst. War. At our best. Liars explaining as buildings come down. Clowns turned heroes, dictators turned clowns. The greatest of victories need no battles. There are no atheists as gunpowder rattles. For war, lives torn apart. War, lives torn to death. War, at our worst. War, at our best. Твори кохання, а не війну. Твори кохання, а не війну. Make love, not war. Politicians play wars as if they were games. But who pays the price? The
innocent bag. If you followed an order, then is it your fault? Who will come with a sword? Will die by the sword of war. The lines torn apart. Whoa, whoa. The lines torn to death. Whoa, whoa. At our wars. Whoa, whoa. At our best.
Whew, this song doesn't work out.
That was cool. War.
Yeah, this is like a grunge metal song
Yeah.
with jazz chords.
The jazz
The
chords.
verse is
I love
like
the
a
jazz chords, yeah.
well, the verse is like a Brazilian bossa nova. It's just played like a rock
yeah.
song because it does. Wait,
Oh yeah. Tell us what that progression is.
so it's G minor, a B minor, a B augmented, B minor augmented. Wait,
That's good.
my fingers are not behaving. Then B flat, then whatever this is, then C major, then F sharp suspended, then F major. So it could be a dance song.
Yeah. That's great progression.
And this is, used by Sting and ABBA and everyone, and Bach too.
Yeah. That sus chord. The
Yes.
sus.
There's this dude on YouTube, Rick Beato, and I somehow discovered him like when the pandemic was beginning, and
Yeah.
wow, this is what the Queen did in their whatever Bohemian Rhapsody. I just couldn't stop watching. So at some point
I
I
watch
just,
him all the time.
so I just said, oh, if Sting could do, a sus chord, I'm gonna do a sus chord. And if Elton John does whatever augmented, I'm doing augmented. And then I just started to change my progressions from more like rock to like this kind of stuff.
Well, Rick Beato's just a killer songwriter and guitar player.
Yeah, I don't know if I guess he played a couple of the songs he worked on and wrote, but yeah, like his jazz guitar playing and Brian May, he interviewed Brian May and Brian May's looking over, I cannot do this. He played in Queen.
Yeah.
It was interesting to hear Brian May say that his solos are structured around like carnival music. He's not like a blues guy or a jazz guy.
Yeah.
Like his solos, he structured as like a melody within the song, and he was thinking carnival music. It was like my kind of guy. Because like I'm from Ukraine, so I don't have a blues.
Well, Ukraine is just a carnival. It's
it's not that. It's just like I don't have a blues or a jazz.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't like ingest it with my mother's milk. I'm actually artificially fed, all formula, but like I didn't ingest.
Save a rack, right?
Yeah. So like, well, no, it was medical. No, it wasn't like that. Yeah. So yeah, like I've written blues songs and I've written jazzier songs, but like I don't think I have it in my blood. But like I have klezmer and rock and other things. Anyway.
Klezmer and rock.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'm gonna play your klezmer song if that's okay.
yeah.
How many more songs should I do? 2 more?
You can do as many as you want. Why not?
But I mean, I don't want to we have a short attention span period in our civilization.
No, we're getting a lot of great content here. I think people will come back and listen to it if I put some ads on it.
You want to read some of the comments so I know what people are saying?
I would have to go and search for them.
Oh, okay. So it's not like okay.
Yeah.
So let me just play the song. This is something I wrote 2 weeks ago. So I was decided to read about the Kabbalah, listen to a bunch of podcasts. It's not like I got a PhD in Kabbalah, but I read some things, listened to some podcasts, and this poetry came out. I hope it's poetry. Yeah. And then I was listening to Fiddler on the Roof and klezmer music, trying to like.
A guy asked me to play Fiddler on the Roof just the other day on Haight Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did.
Which one?
$5.
Yeah, that's I think Fiddler on the Roof warrants more money than that. Yeah, because there's a tax for street busking. When you get into Broadway, it's like the stakes go up, and if you start playing Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that musical talks to God.
Yeah.
Unlike.
Oh, if I were a rich man. Talk to God, you know?
Yeah, there's even the line, you know, would it change something?
If I were a rich man, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, there's a line in there, you know, would it change God's master plan if I were a rich man, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't change anything. Anyway. Yeah, so this was inspired by Fiddler on the Roof.
What you got next? What's it called?
It's called Nautiful Not. Nautiful is not a word. I make up words too.
Oh, okay.
Because there are just not enough words in the English language, I think.
To cover what your mind expands to?
No, I just think it's fun to come up with words.
Okay.
I think there are plenty of words. But having said that, on a serious note, like our language wasn't necessarily evolved around like discussing consciousness and higher power. So we use words like God and soul and higher power and consciousness, but maybe, you know, the Inuit or whatever the tribes in the Amazon have a much better word for it, a better vocabulary. So the Hebrew language, which was...
Well, that's because they're always on that peyote kind of stuff.
Well, even if not, I mean, they may have just better terms for it. I mean, in Hebrew, which was a language of, you know, of prayer, of ceremony, it became a spoken language in the 40s.
Yeah.
Because when they formed Israel, they had to come up with some language that would appease all the Jews from various parts of the world. But, you know, maybe Hebrew has better words. So it's just, as I was writing this, I don't know what words to use to describe Kabbalah, right? Light, love.
You gotta have the Yiddish words.
Yeah, you know, there's not a single.
Yeah.
There isn't a single Yiddish word in here, but yeah, I wish I asked you before I wrote this.
Oh yeah.
I don't really know.
Do something in Yiddish, bro. I used to have this Jewish violin teacher, Russian Jew, like just.
That's so
like
rare.
He was a little guy in a big electric wheelchair, and he would drive around. Screaming at me, yelling at me while I was playing. I'd be crying, I'd be playing. He'd be like, "You're gonna fail your jury," and he'd be yelling at me in Yiddish and stuff. And it was Izzy Tinkleman. It was.
Yeah, it's so rare.
I learned a lot.
Yeah, like I don't know how Ben was able to find a Jewish violin teacher because it's just so rare.
Yeah, Russian Jew.
So rare. That's the most rare thing in the world.
They don't want to hear you fuck up. It's like they've got no patience for that.
I'm self-taught, so like I'm sure some of you registered a few mistakes I've made, and maybe I didn't hit all the notes because I don't have any musical training. So anyway, not a full lot.
Okay.
Put your chakras in my Sephiroth, every boundless bind, every nautical knot. All that is what's left of the wars. Every hand of each time, every play of each pause. Infinite, finite love from the light. Infinite, finite out of sight. What goes down must come up, filling needs an empty cup. Numbers spelling, letters telling, do not interrupt, do not interrupt. In the Garden of Eden of Souls, on a tree of green thumbs, 1 or 2 equals all. And your chakras and my Sephiroth, in a boundless bind, in a nautical knot. Infinite, finite love from the light. Infinite, finite out of sight. The what goes down must come up, filling needs an empty cup. Numbers spelling, letters telling, do not interrupt, do not interrupt. Dance of light, 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 dance of light. Wow, that was not a full knot. Yeah. Well, thanks to everyone who tuned in.